Welcome to Hhk Now,
I'm Clara.
and I'm Michael. For this segment, we will be talking about the Country Fair and Read Across America Day.
The country fair will be coming up on Friday, May 13th.
It has a rain date for May 20th. If you don't know what that means, it means that if they are unable to hold this event on the 13th, they will have it on the 20th.
So make sure to set your calendars.
Also, make sure you tell your parents.
That's right, because they're still looking for volunteers.
In other news, Read Across America Day is tomorrow.
It's a day all about reading.
In the afternoon, we will be dropping everything and reading.
So make sure you're excited.
And don't forget about all the new books in the library.
That's right. If you're looking for new books to read, then there are many new books in the library every week.
Well, that's all for news. Now, on to opinion.
Hi, welcome to the first ever art animation segment. Today I'll be showing you some of the sites you can use for virtual design and art. This site is called Tinkercad. You can use it to create 3D designs that you can print using a 3D printer. During this segment, you will learn how to create a dog. To start, you need to create a new design. You can move around the screen to see different angles of the grid just by sliding your finger on your Chromebook screen. You can also zoom in and out by pinching and spreading your fingers apart. Now onto the dog itself. I'm going to start with the body. All you need to do is drag out the shape you want from the gallery on the side and place it on the grid. And then you can resize it to the correct size. I'm going to make mine a little wider and a little taller. Okay, so now that the body is the right size, we can create a base for it. So click on this little carrot on the top, and you can make this either higher or lower. So now that the body is partially under the graph, I'm going to take out this transparent box so that you can combine them and make a base for it. Do the same thing when you did with the circle, and you get the box underneath the grid. Now you can drag your mouse over the box and the circle, and you can group them. This is going to basically cut off the bottom of the circle. So now we're going to have a nice base for our dog to sit on. Now you can work on the head. So I'm going to take out another circle. Oh, and by the way, don't worry about the color. You can change it later. I'm just going to resize this and then move it to where I want it. I'm going to lift it up and then move it in a little bit. Okay, looks pretty good. Okay, so at this point, I don't like how the body's looking, so I'm just going to resize it a little bit. Okay, now we can make the snout. So take out another circle, and I'm going to make mine a little more squat and thin. This looks about right, and just lift it up so it's same level as the head. At this point, you might want to rotate it a little bit. I'm going to rotate mine up. And there. Okay, so I think that looks pretty good. So now we can move on to the base. Once again, get out another circle. Now I'm going to make it very thin and long. Okay, so now we have an eye. Sometimes it can be hard to place these because you can't see all sides, but you can keep on looking from all sides to see when you think it's right. Okay, now you can copy and paste it. Just Control C, Control V. This down a little bit. Okay, so now copy and paste it one more time, and then this will become our nose. Gonna turn it 90 degrees. It's a little high, so we'll move it down. Oops, very far. Okay, so now, once again, I'm going to rotate this so it's facing up instead of kind of sinking into the other circle. Sometimes, I'm just going to move it 10 degrees.
Which is close, but like in a worst case, you can just slip like a cold or something. It's not ideal. But like 5 seconds.
Then I'm going to need to pull this out a little more. And there we go. I think that looks pretty good. You can also resize the nose or either the eyes if you want to. It's totally up to you. And now, you can move the ears. So take out another circle. Once again, you can flatten it. I think that it looks good this size, but if you want to make it smaller, then that's up to you. Once again, copy and paste it. Move around to the other side. Pull it down a little bit. And I'll do the same at the other side. And pull it down. And now we have our duck face. Okay, so now it's time for the final details, just the legs and the tail. The legs are pretty simple. All you have to do is take this shape, pull it out, resize it, make it a little thinner, and put it into place. So I think it looks good there. Now all you have to do is copy and paste it, and then make another one there. Okay, so at this point I think that I'm going to resize the body again. And just push it in a little more. There we go. So now you can leave it like this if you want, but I personally think that it's nice to drag out the leg a little bit so that it's a more smooth transition from the body to the leg. Do that on the other side too. Okay, now you could pull out the shape again, but I think that it's easier to drag your mouse over the two shapes, group them together, and then copy and paste. And now you have these legs grouped, so then you can just put them in the back. Okay, I just noticed this one is a little thinner but longer, so then I'll just fix that. it on the front too. I'm going to ungroup it. You click this and push it back. Okay, so now just the final thing will be the tip. So I'm going to use another circle to make it thinner, longer, and now it's a little too thick. There we go. Once again, the size is totally up to you for this. Do whatever you think looks good. Okay. I'm going to pull this down a little bit. Okay. Alright, and here we have our dough. Okay. So the final step is just to group it all together. This isn't necessary if you don't want to 3D print this, but if you do intend to 3D print this, then you have to have everything grouped together or it won't be able to print. And now you can change the color, do whatever you want with it, take this into your own consideration and have fun with it, be creative. Make it any color you'd like. There you have it, that's our dog. Thanks for watching.
That was our opinion section, where we learned how to make a 3D dog on Tinkercad.
In my opinion, that was great.
Now on to Wisdom, where we'll talk about how you can study for an upcoming test.
There are many things that you can do to start studying for an upcoming test that you have.
The first thing you can do is write it in your planner. That's a good and effective way to remind yourself to study.
If you're a person who doesn't like using a planner, you can always set a couple of alarms on your phone to remind you to stop what you're doing and study.
Something else you can do is to look at previous tests you've taken, so you can look at the mistakes you've made and improve on them.
Something else that you may benefit from is to ask your teacher any questions that you may have.
This is always a great thing to do, even when you're confident in the knowledge you know.
It will still benefit you in the end.
The most important thing to do is keep studying every day so that you will be prepared for your upcoming test.
That's Hhk Now.
Bye!
Bye.